welcome back to my channel, Shiara. So for this week's video, I am going to talk about savings, and I have OFW in mind when I am making this video. But of course, even if you are a non-OFW, I am sure you will be able to learn a thing or two about savings in this video. So stay tuned. So let's talk about saving, shall we? So there is a very simple rule when it comes to saving. Actually, so it's like a rule of thumb when it comes to saving. So gross salary. So you have your gross salary. 20% of gross salary is going to be for savings, while the rest of the 80% goes to your expenses. So again, gross salary, 20% to savings, 80% to expenses. So quite simple, right? But bakit ang hirap nating, especially OFW, bakit ang hirap-hirap nating mag-save? Now, there are several reasons, and let's talk about each one of them. So first reason is that majority of us OFWs comes from the socioeconomic classes of C, D, and E. So we grow up, when we grow up, we don't have the luxury of things because our parents could not afford. So now that we have jobs, or especially those good-paying jobs, we now start to compensate on the things and the experiences that we weren't able to enjoy way back. So kakabili natin ng kung ano-ano. This leads to the second reason why we are not able to save, and this is the lack of understanding between what is a need and what is a want. So, ano ba ang need? Ang need, the definition of need is that those essential things that we need to have in order to survive. So, I'm talking about food, shelter, clothes. For example, electricity and internet. Now, internet, that is essential, especially if you are an OFW like me, because we have to communicate with our family, obviously. And obviously, we have to communicate with our employers and our colleagues here in the host country that we are living. So, internet, electricity, food, water, shelter, those are important, essential needs. So, we have to put them in the category of needs. Now, ano ba ang wants? So ano ang difference between needs and wants? So basically, yung wants is yung hindi naman siya essential. Kaya lang, we have to have them for us to enjoy life more, or dahil we just want to possess those things or experience those things na hindi natin experience before. Kaya lang ang wants kasi hindi naman siya essential. Pwede mo siyang i-postpone at a later date. Pwede mo siyang i-schedule at a later date na bilhin kasi hindi nga siya essential. So, understanding what is a want versus what is a need is very, very important in order for you to understand or to understand and to value your money. So the third reason why it is hard for an OFW to save is that we actually forget to sit down with our family and discuss what we can and we cannot afford to give. So ang nangyayari, akala tuloy ng family members natin na kung anong hihingi nila is kaya nating ibigay, because we also in our own way is responsible for that misconception na kaya natin, na it's easy for us to find money to buy things. It is normal. I mean, I have heard a lot of stories about OFWs eating noodles, sardines, or eggs every day for a month dahil wala na silang pera dahil naipadala na lahat sa family. And that is really, really sad. Why? Because the OFW is the one who earns the money. Dapat siya yung nakaka-enjoy more. with his money and not other people. Although it is a family member that is enjoying it, but still, what will happen if an OFW got sick? Sinong tutulong sa kanya? Right? So it has to be that you have to set boundaries with the family member para alam nila kung ano lang ang kaya mong ibigay based sa salary mo. So that's the third reason why it is hard to save money. The fourth one, I have actually notes, so I will not forget. The fourth one is that, and this is funny actually, I asked some OFWs, I've been an OFW for 10 years. No, not 10 years, 13 years actually. I started way back in 2007, and since then I have worked in Qatar, UAE, and Oman. So 13 years na yan. So I have come across a lot of OFWs with their stories, both happy and sad. And one of those stories is that the reason why hirap na mag-save is because they really don't know where the money goes. So I'm sure you can relate to that. Sometimes we receive the salary and after some time wala na, and we don't even know where it goes. So you have to keep track of your expenses. Kung hindi mo talaga kayang i-monitor yung expenses mo, you have to do it at least for 3 months. Get a notebook and note down all the expenses that you have for 3 months. By then, for 3 months, alam mo na kung saan papunta yung pera mo, and in that way, alam mo kung ano ang ika-cut down mo just to save. Right? So, after doing everything, monitoring your expenses, analyzing your needs versus your wants, setting down boundaries with your family, what if hindi talaga kayang mag-save? Hindi talaga kaya ang 20%. So, maybe try the 15% or 10%. Kahit konti lang, as long as consistent, that would be good still. Ang importante kasi is you get into the habit of saving. Hindi kasi pwedeng sporadic lang this month you are able to save, next month hindi, the next month hindi na din dahil Pasko. November, December, Pasko na, kailangan ng magpadala ng malaking pera. January hindi pwede, New Year. You have all the excuses in the world not to save, but again, if there is one thing that we learned during this pandemic, is that tomorrow is not assured. Hi, G. Tomorrow is not assured. You never know, next week you'll get sick, or next month you lose your job. So you have to have savings to tide you over. So it is important you get into the habit of saving, kahit konti lang, especially if you are just starting out. Now, kung di talaga kayang mag-save, I think it is about time to see how you can increase your earnings now. Now, the reason why I put increase earnings at the last is because when you say increase earnings, it's automatically mean that you have to do a part-time job or an online job or anything that increases your income. Now, if you are an OFW in the Middle East, you have to be careful because a lot of the countries in the GCC don't allow an employee to do work other than what is your original work. So you have to be careful. Now, you can also do online. However, you have to be very careful about taking up another job because you have to see to it that you have a work-life balance. Importante ang work-life balance. Hindi pwedeng work lang at konti lang ang rest kasi what will happen is that you'll get sick and all those money that you earn in your part-time, mawawala lang din yun. Right? That's why I put it last because for me, work-life balance is very important. Now, if you can do a part-time job through online jobs, there are a lot of online jobs out there. If you have the skills that are needed for an online job, go for it. But again, make sure that you have proper rest as well. Kasi nga, kung magkasakit kayo, sinong tutulong, no, mawawala lang din ang pera na na-earn ninyo. So, that's it for now, and I hope you learn a thing or two or three lessons about this video about savings. If you have comments or advice or suggestions, let me know in the comment section, and I will get back to you on that. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please click the subscriber button. And for those of you who have subscribed already, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Ciao!